What do you do, world? Welcome to another video. It's time with Yari. And today we will go over the housing market and why it is that millennials are no longer able to afford homes. Well, they can. They just simply need to get into a mixed amount of debt in order to get a house. However, in order to start this, let's go with the statistics. So, do you know the median cost of a home in current day America is about what? $250,000. That's in most cities. Not talking about the big, huge metropolitan, which if you we're talking about New York, California, all these places, well, that median cost will definitely shoot up. We're talking about high threes, low fours, right? All right then. Now, why is it that pretty much like something that you could have gotten for maybe $180,000 only 5-6 years ago now costs close to 250, pushing the $300,000 mark? Well, it's quite simple. So you see, as I've mentioned in past videos explaining what inflation is and all that stuff, how it occurs. Well, guess what? That can be transferred over to the housing market. So you see, back in COVID time, whenever America had to print a lot of money in order to pretty much like save the economy, right? Many banks were the recipient of that money, and given the fact that not all of us are sitting with pretty much like a lot of dollars in our pockets, what chances are the banks use the money to do something with it, right? And of course, like by now we're all aware that they did not use that money to help us. So what did the American banking system and like the the pharmaceutical companies and all those people, what did they use the money for? So now, one thing that you must know is that banks do not hold money, for money is a liability in the bank's balance sheet, right? It's a liability, meaning that by them holding onto the money, they are losing money. So it is to the bank's interest to spend that money, right? So where can they put money in order to make sure that they make more money? So we're talking about the stock market. So that is why you've seen the enormous amount of shooting of the stock market. As far as like the stock of Tesla used to be in the $200. Now, prior to the split, technically it shot up to what, like $2,000 before they split it back down. And you see crazy returns like Microsoft also, like companies that you've never heard of, just like popping out and like just doing great. Crypto market, of course, like making a shit ton of money as well. That is because banks are using the money that is being printed to to put into those markets to hold on to something. So they're investing the money. So they're making money, profit whenever they spew out to the public, hey, we put money on this, we put money on that. People are going to go and spend the money on it, investing it in it too, and the bank makes money off of that. So one of the favorite ways that the bank likes to hide the money is through the housing market. So through the housing market, right? Back in the day, things were slowing down. Now, I'm not saying that houses were not being bought or anything. No, far from it. Houses were bought. However, during the COVID, given the fact that they, how do I put it, destroyed many people's jobs and their everyday livelihood, many individuals were defaulting. So banks had to come in, pretty much like buying a house and all that stuff slowed down, because not a lot of individuals knew if they would be able to, afford a home after the COVID. So guess what they do? The bank goes in and start buying out sectors of homes. We're talking about they'll go into a city and just buy an entire block of homes and turn around and put it back in the market for rental, right? Now, that only that caused most markets or most houses to shoot up in price because the demand was not there. banks having the government print out money, they go in and then they dump it in the housing market, and boom, housing market goes up. So meaning that if you, as an individual who do not have all that trillions of dollars being printed out, don't have a piece of that, well, you're sitting there and you're seeing everything go up. And guess what the bank gets to say? Inflation. It's because of inflation that, and of course, whenever we were done with COVID, we've seen multiple different times where the dollar was printed out once again for the Ukraine war, for the other war, the Israel war, for any freaking reason that the America deemed necessary to give to the public. Instead of just saying that, hey, we wish to inflate the economy even more, nah, they were blaming other people, other countries, and all that stuff for the fact that they had to print money for the rich people, because that's what the contract probably is. Well, now that everyone is worried that they might die and all that stuff, it is okay. It's not easier for them to print the money and distribute it to those big behemoths. Then those big behemoths can keep growing their freaking company, investing everything into the company, blowing their fucking balance sheet out of proportion, making investor want to dump even more money into it. And then they turn around and say, hey, sorry, you can't afford to eat. Sorry, you can't afford a home. Sorry, you can't afford all these things because inflation. Inflation. We almost got destroyed by COVID, so inflation. Well, in reality, the banks and pharmaceutical companies and all these behemoths, they also invest money into the housing market, into the stock market. Like we have companies like Elon Musk, for example, investing their money into another company like Twitter, right? Yeah, they bought out the company, but that's whose money was it? That's the money that was printed during COVID, and you get it now? So yeah, by them buying all these things, now they have all these assets. So in case let's say people were to say, hey, we don't take the US dollar anymore. Well, guess what? Whatever the new currency was to happen, this is what the bank can, these are the things that the bank can sell for the new currency to be able to make more money. Or rather, to put money together for their investors and for everyone else, right? So, why can millennials not afford money? Afford a home? Well, it's simple. Your country printed out all that money, gave it to a few elite groups of humans who are privileged, and these individuals came in and they bought out all those homes, and now they're renting it out to you and telling you that you have to pay, meaning that they make even more money, as they're watching their portfolios explode in value, right? They're still charging, or rather, they're making a lot of money on rents, while you're sitting there wondering, when is this gonna stop? And I promise you, if you see another round of money printing, you will see the housing market explode once more. You will see the stock market go redonkulous once more. And in the end of the day, they're going to blame another poor fucking country out there. Well, they have already scapegoated Russia out to hell. They scapegoated China out to hell. So who knows? Maybe Brazil is the next to freaking get blamed for something. But that will be your next target. That will be their excuse every fucking time. Because of this, we had to print money whenever. How about making countries pay back whatever debt that they owe? Or rather, why about we actually stop printing shit and open the job market so that we can produce shit, sell it to other countries, and make money, as opposed to pushing all that to AI and all that shit and outsourcing most of the money making shit to other countries so that the American people can actually have more money in their pocket to spend. No, they're giving it to those few percentage, and those few percentage comes back, inflates your market, and rapes you your pockets. So yeah. get it now?